Assalamu alaikum students, welcome to the class. Today we'll study about parts of speech from grammar portion. It will be my general class from 4th onwards. So welcome to the series of lessons on the parts of speech. And I'm your teacher Darkshan Dildar, and in this first lesson I'm going to give you a quick introduction to the 8th part of speech. Then in the following lessons we'll learn more in detail about each parts of speech. So let's start. What is a part of speech? Well, a part of speech is just a name given to a word based on the job that it does in a sentence, as you can see on the visual. So think of part of speech, the kind of like a job titles, just like a person can be a teacher or doctor or a lawyer. A word can be a verb, an adjective, a noun, etc., depending on the job that it does in a sentence. And these can be very useful to learn, because when you are studying grammar, you will come across terms like these, like nouns, verbs, adjectives, and if you know what they mean, they can help you to speed up your study of grammar. All right. So how many parts of speech are there? There are 8 parts of speech, which you can see on visual. And we start by talking about verb. We start with the verb because verbs are probably the most important words in the English language, and this is for 2 reasons. First, every sentence in English must have a verb. You cannot have sentences without verbs in English. And second reason is that only verbs have tenses. Now I am sure that you know about past tense, present tense and future tense. That's how we talk about different times, and to do that we change the form of verbs as well. So verbs are really important. So what does a verb do? Well, a verb is a word that shows an action or a state. State means the situation. For example, in the sentence, Dylan plays tennis 3 times a week. Now here the verb is play, because that is the action, and we are saying plays because for he, she and it we say plays. We add s to the verb in the present tense. So Dylan plays. That's why we have used plays. So in this next sentence, I'm a teacher. Can you tell me which is the verb? The verb is am. That's basically just the verb be, to be, but we say I am, you are, he is, etc. So I'm a teacher. Now I want you to notice very important difference between these 2 sentences. Notice that in the first sentence we are talking about a physical action, because playing is something that we do physically. But in the second sentence we are not talking about any physical action. We are just saying I am a teacher. So we call this a state or a situation. So verb can show actions, or they can show state or situation. So these are the 2 types of verb. So I hope verbs are clear to you. Okay, let's move to another part of speech, and that is noun. A noun is the name given to a person, place, animal, thing, feeling or idea. For example, here is a sentence with a lot of noun. Rosie went to Malta on vacation with her family last year. Can you identify all the nouns in a sentence? Well, the first noun in the is the Rosie, and it's the name of a person. So it's a noun. The second noun is Malta. Malta is the name of a place. It's actually a beautiful small little island country in Europe. So it's again a noun. The next noun is a vacation. It's the name given to a type of a trip. And the noun after that is family. What is a family? It's a group of people who are related to each other, like mother, father, son, daughters, etc. And the last noun of the sentence is year, because a year is just 365 days, or the time that it takes the earth to go around the sun. Now of course, nouns can also be animals like dogs or cats, or a noun could be a thing like watch, pen, or it could be a feeling such as love, hatred, anger, etc. So these are all nouns. So I hope nouns are clear to you. let's move to pronoun and other parts of speech. So what is a pronoun? A pronoun is a word that replaces noun. Replaces mean it takes the place of a noun. Now you might ask, why should a pronoun do that? So for that, take a look at this sentence. Melvin is at the movies with Melvin's friend. Melvin really enjoys spending time with Melvin's friend. Now of course that sounds really stupid, and that is because now you can tell me why. What is the problem with this sentence? Well, the problem is that we keep repeating the Melvin and Melvin's friend, and that is very unnatural. We don't talk like that. And to avoid that kind of repetition, we can use pronouns. So we can say Melvin is at the movies with his friend and he really enjoys spending time with him. So there are three pronouns in there: his, he, and him. Did you get all of those? Okay, now I want you to notice that the pronoun he is in the subject position. He is the subject of the verb enjoy. Who enjoys? He enjoys. And the other pronoun him is in the object position. So now to replace noun in the subject position, like Melvin for example, we use what are called subject pronouns. These are I, you, we, they, he, she, and it. As you can see in the visual, these are called subject pronouns. I'll repeat: I, you, we, they, he, she, and it. And to replace a noun in the object position, can you guess what we use? Yes, we use object pronouns. These are me, you, us, them, him, her, and it. Now there are other pronouns in English such as his, him, her, this, that, etc. But we'll talk about them in detail when we come to the lesson pronouns. For now, just remember, a pronoun replaces a noun in order to avoid repetition and to make our speech sound more natural. Thank you.